Hi, we're.
Hi, I'm Brendan Canning.
Hey, this is Dog Day.
We're Tokyo Police Club.
And we're the Ghost is Dancing, and you're watching Chart Attack. You're watching Chart Attack.
.com?
Listening to it?
Yeah.
Just to clear things up, we are Simple Plan.
You guys being a band that's been so successful, being a band, you know, and being like 5 guys from the beginning, from Montreal, and going all this way, how do you deal with that kind of idea?
I think you have to have people that are willing to bend, you know. I think you have to be with a bunch of guys that respect each other, you know. It's never going to be truly 5 people deciding every single thing, because it would take forever. You know, someone has to take the lead once in a while. Someone has to be able to let go and say, you know what, obviously you guys feel strongly about this, I'm going to let it go.
Choose your battles.
Yeah, exactly.
I think with our band, it's very natural now in the studio. You know, the first record, it was like kind of green, everybody's trying to figure out what their role is, and then second record was a little bit more, okay, let's just try to rock out, and then this record was like, all right, let's try this, let's try that, blah, 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 okay, you play this, I'll play this, and it's done, you know, it's kind of easy, actually.
Your last record, you guys, you know, you had a huge move, and you decided to work with producer Danger on a lot of the stuff.
Yep.
Whose idea was that, and how did you guys come to that idea?
Well, I think that with the constant changing music scene, I think we wanted to do something fresh and different, you know, and one of those avenues was to try to blend some different sounds and go for something that wasn't what we had done before, you know. Right. Try something new and try to experiment and spice it up a little bit. And Danger was one of the, at the time, one of the
up-and-comers still. Now he's...
Yeah, now he's huge, but I mean, before then, when we first talked to him, like, he was just starting to branch out on his own, and he was really eager to actually get into the rock world himself. So it worked out really well. We went and worked with him, and it was a totally new and different experience for us. And I think what came out of it is exactly that, you know, like something that sounds really fresh and not what you would expect from us, you know, so it really worked out.
So have you guys always been so, like, in terms of your music and writing it and recording it, like, have you always been so open-minded?
Not always.
Not at all, no. I think when the first record, we really had a sound in mind, really a style that we wanted to accomplish, you know, and I think that when the second record came, like, we definitely wanted to evolve and just get some energy in there a lot more, make it feel more live, and then when it was time for the third one, it was just like, all right, let's take another step forward, let's just try to bring in a bunch of sounds, and I think you have to, it's hard to be really open-minded with 5 people, but I think as you grow as a band, it just comes it came naturally for us.
If someone had asked us to do this, like, on our first record, we probably would have said no, you know, we'd been like, this is crazy, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But now that we've been touring for a while, and for us, we have to find ways to keep it interesting, and for the fans as well, you know, they've already heard the last 2 records, so you don't want them to keep making the same album over and over again.
For the Midway state, from my band, do you have any advice? Finally. At the end of the day, just being an up-and-coming Canadian band, working our asses off.
Keep writing songs like Change For You. That is a hit, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think that it's all, more and more nowadays with the state of the music industry and the, you know, album sales being so down and singles being the biggest thing. It really is more than ever a battle of the best songs. So if you can work on that craft as much as possible and be smart, you know, don't do things that you think are wrong, or, you know, it's like just
don't buy wardrobe pieces. Don't do it. That's like getting a girl's name tattooed on your arm. Like,
it's a jinx.
It's a jinx.
But yeah, I think just really work hard, and you have to survive through the low parts, because they're always going to be there, you know. And yeah, just like when we were coming up, we did every single thing that we could possibly do to get where we were, you know, at every gig we could do, every signing, every, you know, fan, we did every fan one by one.
Certainly did, and I remember this.
Would you split that up between guys, or did you take the majority, or would you take the majority depending on the night?
Well, we go in the back lounge and it'd be like a rotation, you know.
Definitely. Short straws a lot of times as well.
Yeah, I always have a short of straw.
For sure. Maybe the guy's sore, you give him the next night off.
Yep.
Exactly. There you go.
And in closing, Simple Plan.
Right,
guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.